Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ocean Outlast Expert. I hope everyone is doing great today. I know that I am. We are jumping right back into another episode here. And first and foremost, there has been an update to the mod pack. Actually, two updates. So the biggest one, obviously, is the 49 update, which came out just a few days ago. And then there was the 49 HF update, or hotfix update, which just corrected a few things. I think it was like just 2 items it addressed, which came out shortly after the 49 update. So obviously the 49 update is going to have a bulk of the changes in it compared to that hotfix. So we're going to focus and run through a couple interesting items that stood out to me in the changelog for the 49 update. If you are interested though in looking through the full thing yourself, you can check out their website. I have that linked in the description down below, or go and join their Discord. They have everything linked over there, and it's a great place to hang out with a lot of the mod devs, or mod pack devs, I should say, and a lot of other people who are enjoying the pack, and you can ask questions and relay issues and so on and so forth. So it's just a great community to go and join if you want to. But anywho, the most visual change that you can see right off the bat is this main menu screen. So they came up with this custom artwork for it, which I think looks awesome. Really cool that they took the effort to just change this screen alone, considering most people are only going to look at it for a couple of seconds as you boot into the mod pack. They did the custom artwork, like I said, and then they also did these custom buttons, which are pretty cool. They are a bit large. I didn't find a way to scale them. Maybe there is a way, but I didn't have any luck with it. But again, you're only going to be seeing it for a couple of seconds as you boot in. Now, jumping into some of the other changes, there were a few mods that were added in this update. I think 6 in total were added in. 2 of the most interesting ones are the Beneath and Traveler's Backpacks. So some new things for us to check out eventually once we get a little farther progressed in our gameplay. They did remove a whole bunch of mods though. Probably over 10 different mods have been removed. Some of the most notable items are Lost Magic was removed. Feed the Beast backups were removed, or FTB backups were removed. Open Security was removed as well. And there's a few other things, including Thaumic Equivalence, that was removed. Now, I'm sure that they each had their own specific reason for why they were removed, but it doesn't go into that amount of detail. Next, moving on to the quests. So quests were, again, changed a little bit, mostly improvements here and just tweaking things because there are so many quests. So they did add more quests to the environmental tech chapter, which we were using when we got our void ore miner up and going a couple episodes ago. And then they also increased the visuals in that one, in that chapter as well. So it's a little bit more organized, and that's a common theme with some of these updates here, is they're organizing the quests a little bit more to be more visually appealing and easier to follow along with. The other big thing that they did remove was the descriptions for each chapter. So on the left hand side we had all our different chapters. If you would hover over them, it would give you a description, and sometimes it would get in the way. I'll show you guys how it has changed now, because they have removed that description so you can just see what the chapter is called, which is really nice. Now we're going to move on to the shop. But before we do that, I'm actually going to start booting up the game because it's going to take a little bit of time for it to get booted up. And I figured that in that time period, we can finish out what changes were made. So again, next item on the list was the shop. Basically, this was just a rebalancing of certain items, increasing prices, decreasing prices, or removing certain items from the shop, or adding certain items as well. So they did add more food items. They did remove PSI cuffs from the shop. They reduced the price of flux. They increased the price of something else as well. So again, really just kind of a balancing in the shop and adding a few additional things. They also went through, they updated a whole bunch of mods as well, just mods that have already been in the pack. So a couple of them, Better Diving, Corpse, which was just added in the previous update, and then Bewitchment, all were updated, including several others. And then there's a whole section on other changes that were made. Again, there is so many things here that it doesn't make sense for me to go through everything. We'll be sitting here all day going through it. If you are interested, I would, again, highly recommend for you to go check out their Discord or their website and check out the full changelog there. So we're hopping back into our game today now, and we're going to get into some things. So one of the things that actually was on the changelog is they did buff the tier 1 environmental tech void ore miner a little bit. So I'm a little curious on how this is going to work, if it's going to be producing more ores for us or how it's going to be. We'll just kind of monitor it and see. As you can see here, this is what we're sitting with at the time of being, and then we'll just kind of see maybe in a little while what we are at with that. The other thing I did want to show you guys was in the quests. If we come over here to quests, if we load in here, maybe, there we go. So on the left side here, we have our chapters, and as you can see, there's no longer a description with them, which is awesome. So you can just hover over them and see what the name is called. Now it said that it removed them for most of them. Yeah, it looks like challenges is the only one that still has them. Yeah, challenges, and then the first few here at the top. Yeah, so the occupation, player shop, introduction, and the challenges all still have descriptions, but everything else, it seems like, no longer does have them, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool to see that that you can now easily tell what chapter you're jumping into if you're not familiar with them. Obviously, we've been playing with this for a while now, so we're kind of getting used to what is what on here, but for those of you starting off, it makes it a lot easier. Now, the other thing that they did say they changed was the environmental tech chapter. So as you can see, much more visually appealing than what it was previously for us, and they added in a bunch of new things. So there's a whole new quest line for solar arrays, or at least it's visual now, so you can actually see it. I don't know, maybe before it was there, but you had to unlock the first tier before you could even see what was to come next. Same with the lightning rod. I think this was there before, and now there's new tiers of it. And then they did break out the void ore miner in different tiers, along with the other miners as well, the botanic one and the resource one. So pretty cool. They also changed the quests, the quest rewards. So the first steps, they did add where you get a digital guide now for it, I think. Yep, you actually get the digital guide. Before, we actually had to craft our digital guide. Don't know why, but they did change that up for us. And then you also get a lost crate with your void ore miner tier 1 when you get it up and running. And then you also get the Spectre Coil, number 148, which I think it, according to the Modpack dev, it varies. The number can vary, it just depends. Yeah, when we got it, now it said number 402 there for some reason, 481. So yeah, it just varies a little bit. So I guess what you can do with these is actually go and put them on or next to an item that utilizes power. As you can see, it generates 128 RF per tick, and I guess you can use it to power your void ore miner or whatever you want to power. So if I put this down, can I put this down? Oh, yep, right on it. So it's just going to keep generating random coil numbers as it's sitting there, which is pretty interesting. And I think we're going to be getting more power now, so we should be getting a lot more power now. So we technically should be getting more ores put into here. So now we really will want to monitor this and see how it produces things. And we did get a lost crate. We got a creative component pouch. What? Okay. Kevin, I think this might be broken, my guy. I don't know why we got this. It's a belt. Contains an infinite number of every herb. What? Okay. I'm very confused at what we can use this for then. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea. That's confusing. As you might be able to see below, we are sitting at half health because I did load into the game and I died a couple times. So that's always fun to have to experience. They did change the difficulty settings, I believe. They tried to tinker with them a little bit. So you might boot back in and things might come off a little bit harder than normal. So just keep that in mind as you are booting into this version. We're going to get some cake up and going for us. So we have some food and that should keep us going. And then I think they should have also fixed the XP bug that was plaguing this mod pack. So just for your guys' reference, that should be fixed. We will see as we go how that works. But with that being said, guys, we're going to get situated really quickly. And then when we come back, we're going to get into what we're actually doing today. So with that being said, we'll be right back. All right, guys. So we are jumping now into what we're going to do today. And I figured since the last episode, we spent a lot of time focusing on crafting and getting Industrial Craft 2 going. We do still have our ultimate goal of getting better storage up and going. So if I come into our quests here and we go down to, where is it? Better storage, simple storage, I should say. This is still our ultimate goal, is to get to this point. Obviously, we still need to get into actually additions, but now we should be at a good place where we could get a little bit more into it. But obviously, I just didn't want to have two crafting episodes right back to back, because sometimes it gets a little bit boring. I know you guys like to see the updates after a certain period of time, but as long as we know what our end goal is, we can continually work towards that, sprinkling in some fun and adventure in between. So what I am thinking we do is, if we go into our quests here, we go to introduction and we go to the info. If we look right here, if we use /RTP, it'll teleport you to a random location, which is pretty awesome. So we could utilize that to teleport to some random place and hope that we get a cool place that we can explore and that we could find some maybe good loot or just good resources at. So I think that's what we're going to do today. Now, I did also want to mention that under the Hot Pocket quest, it was updated. I think I mentioned it in the last episode that we put out, how I went and crafted up a time in the bottle. Well, now it is actually integrated into the quest. So once you complete the Hot Pocket quest line, you will get a time in the bottle. So you don't have to craft that up. You can utilize that from an earlier stage than where we got it at, because obviously we had to make ours. So just something else to keep in mind there. Oh, and there we go. That's actually pretty nice to know too. I guess I never put two and two together with this, but this is where you can get to their Discord if you were wondering as well. You can do this, and then there's a way that you can click on it. So on the far right of the quest page. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Okay, so we're going to try this out. I have a boat with me. I also crafted up a sleeping bag. If you were curious on how this is made, you need some blue carpet and some white wool. We picked up some blue carpet from a pirate cove, so that's how I was able to get that going. So we're going to go here, RTP/RTP, and it's going to take 5 seconds, and it's going to teleport us to a nice random location. So we were sitting at Z100, I believe. And now we are taking to almost Z 40,000, right? Am I reading that right? 40,000. So quite a difference. It's going to take some time for everything to load in because we are moving so very far away from everything. Is that guy going to come back up here? He might. We do have a locked crate here though. So we can utilize actually our key ring. And we can open this bad boy up. So shift and right click, that'll open the lock for you. And then we can see what we got going on in here. Ooh, okay, so we got some coins. We did find a bunch of these on stream. We do need to find a wishing well for them though, unfortunately. And we have not found one yet because they are kind of rare to find. You do need to find a decent space. I mean, granted, this is a nice island, a nice size island here. So we might actually be able to find a wishing well on this island, but they do need to spawn on a land like this, a land mass. And obviously with a world generated with only islands, it can be hard to find those wishing wells. But that is why we also have our coin pouch, which will hold all of our coins for us. So we can just throw them in there and keep them safe. Now they only do stack up to 8, unfortunately. And these ones do not stack for whatever reason. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I definitely got scared by that. Oh, there you guys go. Nice little scared moment on video. I'm definitely leaving that in. But yeah, we can go around, try to investigate. Let's see if there's anything good, because this is actually quite a big island. I mean, we have an asteroid right there. I think we've already gotten all of our different circuits, though. What we need for... Now I'm drawing a blank on what it's called. We can come over here. We'll take a peek anyway. Doesn't hurt, I guess. I was going to say we already have all of these, I think, but if you go into this, and I highly recommend you just vein mine it or ore mine it to get closer, you can get one of these chests. Yes, the press. We already have all our presses, I believe. we'll take them just in case. And then obviously we have some sky stone, and you can utilize sky stone in a sieve at some point. I think we need a higher mesh though for us to be able to do it, but you can utilize it, so it is good to hold on to those. So let's go around. We do have a jungle biome over here, which is actually pretty cool. You don't often see those, and there's actually a bee there. That's pretty cool. You really don't see that often. So yeah, let's take a peek around. Let's see what we got here. Hopefully we'll find some good stuff. It would be amazing if we actually found a wishing well on this island. So guys, I still am taking a look around this landmass, and boy is it huge. If we take a look here, you can see just the size of these islands here. This would have been a crazy spawn actually, because there's a lot here to utilize. But I wanted to take a quick second and show you guys all the different pirate ship dungeons that you can go through. So you have these big boys over here, which we've already seen one of those before. You have these small ones here, which there's a couple different versions. This one that's in front of us actually has a nether portal on it, as you can see there. And it's partially made out of nether brick and soul sand on the mast there. So it's pretty cool. There's a creeper one over there. It doesn't actually have creepers on it, but it's just like the theme of that one. And then over there in the distance, as you can kind of see, let me get to a better position here. There is a huge flying ship that is starting to pick up a pirate boat down there, or just a normal boat down there, which is pretty cool. I would love to get to the point where we could go up there. I mean, we really can go at any point that we want to go, but it's just basically making sure that we're prepared enough to get up there and prepared enough for the battle that would come with that. So maybe, you know, in a future episode, we will get to it. That is the ultimate goal. But for now, we're going to keep exploring around. I'm still hoping for that wishing well, but obviously there's no guarantees. So guys, with that being said, I'll bring you on back when we find something good. All right, guys. Well, I cut away, and literally right over the horizon, we found this bad boy. So it's a little house here. I think it's from Treasure 2, because if we come in here, there is a safe in here that we could unlock and get some goodies from. There's a very damaged anvil, and then there's also 2 furnaces in here. So definitely would recommend grabbing the furnaces, or at least grabbing the coal. There are a decent amount of recipes that you need furnaces for, and I don't think you always want to be smelting up normal stone to get your furnaces going. It's much better to take advantage of what you have available to you. So we're actually going to move some of this stuff into our backpack for the time being. And let's try to open this up. We should have all the locks that we need, just like so. So we should be able to get into it now. So let's see. All right. Wow. Okay. So we got a blaze rod. We could leave the locks because they really don't have any use for us. A gas tier definitely will take. Potion of luck. We already have an eye patch. The bottle of enchanting is definitely good. There's a rabbit's foot. Don't think we really need it. I'll double check. What can we use it for? Maybe we'll take it just to be safe. But yeah, just a cool little bit of loot in there. Nothing too fancy, but it is a cool little hut. I did also notice that it looks like there might be something over this way. Oh yes, it looks like we have a jungle temple here. It is floating in the air, unfortunately. Oh, actually, what is this? I never noticed this before. There is a couple blocks of gold and emerald. Well, 1 emerald block and a couple gold blocks under here. I will definitely take these. Now, maybe this isn't what I thought it was. I thought it was a jungle temple. Let's try to get it from the side so we can see what's going on here. Yeah, actually, this is a different kind of temple of some sort. Interesting. Fossils and archaeology. Maybe this is from that mod. Maybe that's what we're dealing with here. We do need to put some stuff away, though. So let's stick our sky stone away. We can stick our cake away. Don't need our boat. We can stick some of this stuff away. Yeah, there we go. Definitely very useful to have a backpack in these kinds of situations. An iron javelin. We'll definitely take one of those. We'll take the relic scrap as well. We have a very good condition anvil. I'm going to take that. Why not? Also going to take the cauldron. As our last episode made mention of, it is very good to have the cauldron. I'll also grab this glowstone. because this could be very useful for us. And then we have a couple furnaces down here. I'm guessing none of these have anything in them. But if you were to start in this island, or on this island, I should say, this would be a great place to be at. A really, really good place to start off on. So, we went through that. I think we grabbed everything. Just take a little peek around just to be sure. Yeah, I think we're good. We can hop up on top here. And there's just so much more to explore. Holy smokes. We have this whole little place here. There's that pirate cove over there. Whole island over there. And then there's like a snowy cap mountain that way. So much more to go through. We're going to head this way and we're going to see what we find over on this other island that's pretty close by here. Alright guys, so we're over on this little island over here. And I did find another graveyard with an iron strongbox, and it's got a lot of goodies in it. So we're going to grab some of these bad boys. We got some coins, we got some keys, potion of strength, an iron pickaxe with auto smelt. That's kind of interesting. Used for crafting only. We also have a lucky pouch, which is pretty cool. We do need to put some stuff away in our backpack though. So let's put some things away that we do not need on us. We'll put those away. We could also go into our trash here, and we'll get rid of some of this junk that we have that we really don't need. And we can grab the rest of the stuff. So we got a diamond, a gold key, potion of swiftness, black quartz pants, but we have a curse of binding on it. So I don't know how I feel about that. We might just leave those because we don't really need them right now. So we could take a look here. I am curious, what does this pouch have? Looks like we can just put coins in it maybe? I'm guessing, which would be nice because we do have extra coins that we don't have a place for. We can just put all of those in there. And then we can put this pouch in here. And then we have two pouches. Coin pouch and then a lucky pouch. I don't know if there's anything additional that that grants to us. I don't think it does. I would assume it wouldn't. We can also take a look at our key ring here. See how we're doing with all of our keys. Looks like we have a stone key still, wood keys. We do have gold keys in there, but we could place these bad boys in there, so it just saves us some space. But yeah, so we still haven't had any luck with finding a wishing well. But we're going to keep looking around. There is still a decent amount of the island to explore. Actually, it's going back to the other side of the islands across the way there. We do have that chick there who does not seem hostile, which is good because I was about to say we're going to get wrecked if she is hostile. So yeah, it doesn't seem like there's much else. We do have this bad boy here, which is not really 100% sure what this is from, but it does have a block of coal in the middle here that you could utilize as maybe like a campground. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, so, and obviously you guys can see we do have the pirate captain pop up on our, at the top of our screen there. That's because he is up there in that ship and we're close enough to where we could probably technically take him on. But obviously we're not doing that right now. We're going to go off and we're going to keep looking around at some of these different areas and see what else we can find. Alright guys, so I came back over here, so we were just over that way, and I did find this. I guess I didn't notice it on our mini-map before, but it's just a block structure. It is starting to get dark out, so I'm going to use my sleeping bag and get through the night so we don't have too many mobs spawning on us. I'm going to stick it away here, but let's see what this is. I'm really not too sure on what's going on here. Let's, the F1 issue is back again for whatever reason. That is okay. We'll figure it out later. Is there a door here? It looks like there's windows. Okay, for us to get in at. I don't have any torches, do I? Grab some torches here. And then we do have some stairs going down, actually. Wow, we made way too many torches. That's perfectly fine, though. We'll make do. And let's just block some of these bad boys off here. And that should get rid of the water. And I guess we'll take a peek. It looks like it's just a dungeon. Oh, it's a dungeon, that's for sure. Holy smokes. Was not expecting that. Whew. Alright. Caught a little off guard there. Oh wow. Holy smokes. Alright. I don't know if this is for us just yet. Wow. Okay. Oh no, we fell in. Well, we're here. We're here now. Get some torches put down at the very least. Holy smoke, stuff is exploding. Oh, there's a bomber creeper. We're in a bad spot, guys. We're in a very bad spot. My voice is extremely escalated. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. We are not well equipped for this fight. Holy smokes, yeah. We're not ready for that. We need some more ranged weapons before we get into there. And it actually was recommended we get into some different ranged weapons. Someone left me a comment. Someone who's been following along with the series. So, and it's part of Tinker's, I believe. I cannot pronounce what it's called. But we will eventually get into those. And once we do, maybe we'll come back and try to take those on. But we definitely are not at a good point. Especially with the changes to the overall difficulty level right now. I don't know how confident I feel with us trying to take that on. So let's just explore a little bit more here. We're going to go over to this big hill here and see what we can see. From the minimap, it's not looking like there's really that much here. We might want to get our boat going. Where did I put our boat? Did I put it in our backpack? That I did. So let's get in our boat to make this journey a little bit quicker here, so we could just easily see what we're dealing with. We got a lot of pigs over here, though. A couple pigs on this island, just stranded over here. But yeah, unfortunately, it does not look like it has what we are looking for. A very, very big island, though. I will definitely give it that, which is pretty cool. We do have a pirate ship here, though, so maybe we will take on this pirate ship. Let's do that. Let's see what we got going on. We should be able to take them on fairly easily, hopefully. Let's get to a good point. I should be able to. There we go. Glitched a little bit. Oh wow, these guys are not easy. They're not going to be easy. Let's hop off here. Get them to come with. Yeah, for whatever reason, the difficulty has definitely changed a whole bunch for us. So we just want to be more careful as we're going through here. And let's make sure that they can't get back up here. Just like so. And I feel like I hear a villager somewhere. I wonder if there's a villager on this boat. We got a bunch of food here. Get some more cauldrons. Let's check below deck and let's see what we got going on here. Is there a villager down here? There is! Oh my gosh! Well, we do have another chest here. Nothing too crazy in it. We have some iron leggings, which we definitely could take. Some iron boots we'll definitely take. Nothing else that is very interesting, but we do have a villager here, and I don't have a way to unfortunately get him back to where we want to go. Coal for emeralds, emeralds for iron, which isn't actually that bad of a deal, but that's actually kind of cool. They have a villager captured in here, which is cool, but also kind of sad that he's captured in there. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look around for maybe a sunken ship, and then we'll try to take that on. There is that big ship over there, but the sunken ships typically have a good amount of loot on them, so that is what I'm going to look for next. I think there's actually one that's pretty close to that bad boy there. But once we get down into there, I'll kind of show you what loot is there. That's what we did a lot of on our stream. We did a lot of adventuring like this. So I figured I'd kind of run you guys through and let you get a taste of how much fun things can be when you go out and you do some adventuring. So guys, with that being said, I'll be back once we are down in our sunken ship. Alright guys, we are down here in our sunken ship, I should say, and as you can see, there are some zombies down there. There are spawners on these in the hulls of them, so you just want to be careful, get a good advantage of them, and go in and take them out. They will spawn more, so just be cautious. We actually do have a little baby zombie here, which is actually the first one that I feel like I've seen on our series. Ooh, and we did observe a spider chest, which is pretty cool. I don't think our F1 is working. No, it's still not working, which is okay. But we could take a peek here and see what we have going on for this. So I'm going to stick some of these away like so. And we do need our keys. We can get that lock off pretty easily. And let's see what we got. Okay, so again, nothing too crazy, but still a good amount of stuff that makes it worthwhile. Some golden keys, some other kinds of keys as well. I'm going to stick some of this stuff away. More iron keys, a cobblestone thing, which we already have. So I'm going to leave that, and then a pumpkin pie. I feel like I'll take that for sure. So a good amount of stuff, and we actually did complete a quest, I believe, for observing a spider thing. Oh, uh-oh. We're still getting these guys spawning. Oh, no. It was just because it has some kind of teleportation on it. Some ender teleportation. It's actually kind of cool. I just realized as we're looking at quests here, it shows what a wishing well looks like, if you were curious. They added that in, which is really nice that they did add in, so you guys know what to be looking for. I know I've been talking it this whole episode. So, that being said, let's head back home. Definitely got to remember not to have caps lock on. So there we go, brings us back home. So yeah, I think that was a good day of adventuring, going out and finding stuff. I feel like we got a good haul of loot. Again, very fun to do as well. And we didn't even get into some of the dungeons. There's the pirate ships, the pirate coves, and so on and so forth. Holy smokes, we need another chest for that. The void ore miner is definitely buffed up for us. That is for certain. So we're definitely going to want to get another chest on there. Actually, it'd probably be better if we had a crate on there. I don't think I have a crate sitting around, unfortunately, though. Do I? I do not. Bummer. But yeah, we're definitely going to want to expand on that because that is already getting pretty full up there. But guys, with that being said, we're going to wrap out the episode there. If you like this episode, feel free to leave a like down below. Or better yet, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking on this type of episode. If you like seeing some adventuring, if you like seeing me go out in the world and do some exploration, obviously we can get into some more dungeons and so on and so forth. We don't necessarily have to just go around and do simple things. We can have a little bit more fun, I guess I could say. If you're new to the channel, you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button and bell notification. It'll let you know every single time a new episode is posted to the channel. I do stream over on Twitch. I have that link in the description as well. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for sticking through till the end. I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks. Bye.